Hi everybody, it's Chelsea from Virginia Equestrian Life, and happy 4th of July. It's another really hot day here in Virginia. I think the temperature is in the low 90s and the Rio feels like in the upper 90s. Yeah, so it is super sweaty already and I haven't even done anything. I'm headed to the barn. I'm gonna get a really quick ride in, probably in the indoor where I can get some shade. We're gonna keep it really light, really easy, because I am going to start riding without stirrups. At least try to do 5 minutes every ride session. My upper legs, my thighs need to get stronger. My seat needs to get more balanced. Yeah, it's gonna be like a no stirrup November, except for like the next 6 months. So wish me luck with that. At the same time, I've also started wearing a posture brace, only for a couple hours in the morning. I'm really trying to build up to it, but it does sort of pinch the nerve under my arm. But if any of you have ever met me, I have really bad posture. I hunch. I have a kyphotic curve in my spine that's probably a lot more than normal. And I'm riding instructors and my husband and my friends are always telling me shoulders back, shoulders back. So that's something I'm going to be working on. I'm going to look into I think it's called the shoulders back for when you ride, and maybe start riding in a shoulder posture trainer as well. So anyway, I'm headed to the barn and I'll see you guys there. Hello everybody. We're now at the barn and Blue's had a bit of a drink because it's so hot. I don't know if you can tell, he's already sweating. Yeah, we haven't even gone out and done anything yet. Okay. So who knows, we'll maybe make this a light ride today. Oh, does that feel good? Oh, did I find an itch? Oh my goodness. Oh, this side? What up here, huh? Oh, you like that. You're good. Oh, good boy. Very itchy today. Okay guys, in this particular section of the video, Blue was itchy. He was itchy from his head to his back to his legs to his butt today. Basically anywhere I touched, Blue was crazy with the itches. You can see on his neck the welts from where the flies and the ticks bite him, poor guy. He's allergic to a lot of fly control stuff. I basically have to use, oh, look at him, he's so itchy. I basically have to use Ultra Shield fly spray and swat for the poor guy. Do you have an itch? I don't know if you guys can see this, but I think we found an itch, a good itchy spot. Yep. You see this? This is how Blue asks me to scratch his butt. Just backs it right up on into you. No personal space. Is that what you want? Let's find out. Here we're just finishing up his grooming, trying to get all his itches out. Now, one thing I have been trying this year is Smart Pack's Bug Off supplement that I put in his breakfast every day. Not really sure how well it works. It doesn't work for some horses at all, but we seem to have maybe less flies this year. I had to start feeding it to him in the spring to really build it up in his system. But as the summer wears on, I will let you guys know what kind of success we have with it. But fingers crossed it works. Okay guys, so Blue hates having his face sprayed with water, with spray, with anything else. And I have found that to keep the flies off his face, we put Swat on. We just put it a little bit on his ears, a little bit around his eyes, and a little bit around his nose, and it really helps when we're out riding. Here you can see me filing down Blue's hoof. Right in the center is a crack, and we have 12 more days until the farrier comes out. So in order to keep his toes comfortable when we ride, to keep that crack from getting any worse, I am learning to, as you can see here, sort of file down Blue's hooves myself. Both our barn owner is a certified barefoot farrier, and I keep in constant contact with our regular farrier, who is amazing as well. But Blue does not wear shoes. I try to keep him barefoot as much as possible. So here I'm just doing some general maintenance. I'm trimming down his hoof with the rasp, and then I'm gonna smooth out the edge until the farrier can come. I am by no means a professional, and I am certainly not very good at it, but I do this under supervision as I practice. Okay, so recently I got the Total Saddle Fit sheepskin half pad with split withers for Blue. You can see that. It's a small medium, so it's supposed to fit my 16.5-inch saddle. It might be just a little bit big, but the reason I liked this pad is because it has 6 places where you can shim it up, and as Blue's top line hopefully starts to fill back in, he's got some gaps in just behind his withers, behind his shoulders, and also it helps to level out where my saddle sits on his back. The other day I went ahead and I put in 2 of the thin shims into the back to help sort of raise up the back of my pad. There wasn't quite enough, so today I'm going to take some more of the shims that come with it and add those to the back as well. He already has some shims. I took them out here. So he already has some shims on either side up in the front, like I said, to sort of fill in where he's dipped in behind his shoulder. But you can see these are pretty thin. They're like a mesh, compressed mesh material. I'm not really sure. I had the Lemieux shimmable pad for a while, and I liked it. I really liked it because it would run through little loops on it, so that my Lemieux pad, I could run the little D-ring straps through it, so that was perfect. So it held everything in place. But I needed more shimmable options, so I went ahead and tried this one out, and I'll show you. It's pretty easy to get them in. Just unvelcros, flip the Velcro up. Then take your shim and just sort of stuff it in there. But you want to make sure that once it is in there, that it's lying flat and isn't wrinkled. The horse will definitely feel that under his back. Then lay the Velcro back down and seal it shut. Now the first time I did it, I kept getting these stuck on the Velcro until I realized that Total Saddle Fit is completely smart. And they have actually trimmed the Velcro inside so that you can do exactly that, flip it up. And then it doesn't catch on anything. So as far as shimmable half pads, shimmable pads, so far I've been pretty excited about this one. I've had it probably 3 weeks, but haven't been able to ride in it very much because I didn't have a saddle for Blue. So now that I have that saddle on trial, I'm trying it out like crazy. But the nice thing about Total Saddle Fit is if you're not satisfied with something, they will take it back and pay the return shipping, no questions asked, and you can have it on trial for 90 days. I don't know too many other companies, equestrian companies or otherwise, that have a 90-day return guarantee. So it was sort of a no-brainer to try it out. I love Total Saddle Fit.